Tunnels. We've all seen them, even back when Wile E. Coyote was chasing the Roadrunner. The dictionary defines it as an artificial underground passage, especially one built through a hill, under a building, road, or a river. They serve a variety of purposes, and the U.S. is home to some very unique ones. They can be set underwater for vehicle transport, or simply used to supply large amounts of water. The United States is home to almost every kind. As a matter of fact, the U.S. has been constructing tunnels since the start of railroads, and has many dual-use tunnels in the country right now. Here's a list of 10 of the longest tunnels in the USA. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, or feel free to comment. Baltimore, Maryland, a city located on the Atlantic coast, known as the birthplace for the national anthem, hosting 2 nationally recognized sports teams, and known for having some of the best crab cakes. But it's also home to Fort McHenry Tunnel, a bi-directional tunnel with a length of 1.5 miles. It's the second largest tunnel in the Baltimore area. What makes this tunnel unique is that it has 8 lanes of traffic and 4 separate tubes. It carries I-95 traffic beginning in Locust Point, ending in Canton, with a speed limit of 55 miles an hour. An average of 115,000 vehicles per day travel this tunnel, but there's a price to pay if you want to ride. A $4 toll. Opening soon after was the longest tunnel in Maryland, the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel, carrying Interstate 895 traffic. The Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, which is part of the 3.5-mile Hampton Roads crossing, is also another one of the longest tunnels in the United States. It's located on the north end of Norfolk, Virginia, housing 2 eastbound lanes and 2 westbound. The clearance on both sides of the tunnel sits just over 4 meters. At the moment, they are currently going through an expansion project. Part of a tunnel project called the Big Dig was the O'Neill Tunnel, the second largest tunnel in Boston, Massachusetts. This 4-lane tunnel carried vehicles from 3 different routes, including I-93, US Highway 1, and Route 3, operating at a speed of 45 miles an hour. Another tunnel under the famous Hudson River that connects New Jersey to New York is the Lincoln Tunnel. It stretches 1.5 miles in length and is the 3rd largest traffic tunnel in this area. Developed from Route 495, it's one of New York's famous traffic destinations. But what really makes the Lincoln Tunnel so special is that it has 3 separate tunnels, which were opened in 1937, 1945, and 1957. Another famous tunnel in Boston is the Ted Williams Tunnel, stretching a length of 1.6 miles. Built in 1995, the tunnel is an extension of Interstate 90, the longest interstate highway in the country. It's owned by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, consisting of 6 lanes with a speed limit of 40 miles an hour. The toll can range you anywhere between 20 cents to $2. Laying under the Hudson River is the 2nd largest tunnel in the New York area, the Holland Tunnel. This 4-lane tunnel connects New York to New Jersey, carrying traffic from both I-78 and I-39, stretching 1.62 miles in length. Opening in the year 1927, it makes Holland Tunnel one of the oldest road tunnels in the country. Officially known as the Eisenhower Johnson Memorial Tunnel, but more commonly known as the Eisenhower Tunnel, rises above 11,000 feet. It is one of the highest tunnels in the world. Located near Denver, the tunnel carries I-70 traffic, averaging over 32,000 vehicles per day. The tunnel originally opened in 1973, but only for westbound traffic. Later in 1979, it opened both sides. Officially named the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel, but more commonly referred to as the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, has been operated in New York for over 70 years. It's a 4-lane tunnel that sits between the 2 boroughs, Brooklyn and Manhattan. It's around 1.73 miles in length and is the longest underwater vehicular tunnel in North America. Made in 1943, Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel is one of the longest in the world, at 2.6 miles long. This historic tunnel is located in Whittier, Alaska, and it takes over 6 minutes to pass. It was curved from a mountain in order to make a highway traffic route. It was also built along a railroad, making it the longest dual-use tunnel in the world. The U.S. is full of historic road tunnels and underwater tunnels. They can range anywhere between 1.5 miles to 2.6 miles in length. Operating on multiple routes, featuring 4 to 8 lanes, these incredible tunnels are made travel through these cities possible. If you enjoyed this video or want to see more like it, hit that like, share, subscribe button, or feel free to comment.